Are we good to go? Yeah, come. We should be already. All right, clap it up. Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatah to the Akim, Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Once again, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, operating under command and Journey YAHANNA. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. What is the truth? The truth is the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Lord's chosen people. You understand? Across the earth and across the globe today, the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians go throughout their lives not knowing their true identity or their history or their heritage and where we come from. So we walk around and calling ourselves bywords and proverbs, not knowing that we are the Lord's chosen people. In 2024, there's nothing more imperative than that we wake up and learn our true identity and coming back and serving the Lord. How do we do that? We have to seek him out of his words. You understand? Out of this good old Bible that's been on your grandmother's mantle for over 30 years that nobody bothered to look in. They just go to church and read John 3:16 and continue to be lost in this empire up under the oppressor. Well, Commander Junior Hunter has given us a special mission to go out in the streets and wake up the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. If you never heard this before, you're welcome. You understand? So with that being said, I'm preaching officer of 5,000 Zion Ya'Allah coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Tonight, it's the brotherhood class, and we also consider this to be the scripture breakdown class. I'll be holding down the helm until a brother comes in and replaces me, Baba Kashaw. So with that being said, Yonazar, y'all know what I like to do before we get started. Matter of fact, let's do this right quick. Bunker, y'all, come here for a second. Let me see something. I want to share this with the Akim. Let me see. I think I.S.U.P.K sent it to me. I.S.U.P.K, you might take the incense outside.
You do it all? You been on that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It might have take the incense outside. Good. No. Ooh, wait. So Yonazar, go ahead and hit me what I like to start with. Then we're gonna roll into what I want to get into tonight. Baba Kashaw. Come on.
So Officer Yonazar is down for tonight, so he's not in attendance right now, sir.
Okay, so
where the keys were coming in.
Right there, put the last one on the top of the
But Salaki, Akash, put your on mute.
Officer Acosta. Let me see. Who? Do me a favor, Bunky. I'll go to YouTube right quick. Look up Cross the Line Radio. I think it's Captain Tazariak going at WAC 100. I wanted to play this before we got started, and let me so everybody can understand the importance of why we come into this school. You come into the school to change your life, you understand? But in coming and change your life, there are some things that are very uncomfortable to everybody else who don't understand who the Most High is and what he wants us to do. If you was raised in the Christian church, you've been raised in the Christian church, you would think that the Most High is all about what, Akashka? What did the Christian church say about God?
Tulaki said that God loves everyone.
Right. God loves everyone. What else?
That God is only love.
Yeah, he's only love. Give him a hand. Most High in Christ. If you've been going to the Christian church your entire life, it'll leave you to think that the Most High is all about love. It'll leave you to think that God doesn't have a warrior mentality. You understand? They think it's all about love, as my brother just said. It's all about palms and teeth. They never consider that the Most High did. Say again. They never consider that the Most High destroyed the earth by flooding it, right? They never consider that the Most High destroyed Egypt, right? They never consider that the Most High said the third woe cometh what? Quickly. So the Most High is a man of war. So if we serve the Most High, there are some things that we have to learn to war against. And sometimes when you're actually in battle or when you're warring against something, some people that are civilian that still have the slave-like mentality will not understand the spirit of warfare. They'll look at you like what you're doing is absolutely wrong. Your father and your mother, when you put on all black and start coming into the school, guess what? They were saying, do you have to do all that? Do they require you to do all that to serve God? Isn't that what they say? You got to go to class every night to serve God. And then what do? They throw, well, you can't spend no time with your family, huh? You can't vacation with your family. People who say that don't understand the mentality of warriorship. You understand? When we talk about real fighting, it don't come from you agreeing with everybody that you come across. A real warrior goes to battle with somebody that's in opposition of what it is he's trying to do with his life. Right. So when we talk about the brothers and sisters that are in the UPK, we understand that every day is a battle. Life is war. And if you don't have your mindset geared to war, then what the hell are you doing with your time? Is it just about you sitting around and complaining about the things you don't have? Because that's what they tend to say about the UPK. Oh, you're only complaining about the oppressor because you don't have a good job. You don't have enough money. You don't drive a nice car. It's all about your We complained about the oppressor because what the brothers want in the I.S.U.P.K is real justice. You understand? Real justice, a car will not give me real justice for what has happened to my forefathers. You understand? A nice house will not give us justice what has happened to our brothers and sisters during the slave trade. You understand? A nice slavery or a nice job will not fix those things that's been done against against the brothers and sisters in this earth, man. It won't fix it. You know what will? Us going out in the streets and waking up every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian and letting them know that they are the greatest people that's on the face of the earth. They just sit in front of the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth. And also being able to show them, according to the Bible, who the devil is on the earth. So we can stop thinking that the devil is some red man with pitchforks and horns coming out of his goddamn head. The devil is the one that you've been sitting in your church your whole life that you call the Jesus Christ. The one with the blue eyes and the stringy dog-like hair. Him downstairs, right? Him that's sitting in the White House, him that making those decisions behind closed doors about what's going to happen to your children and what curriculum that they're going to learn. The battle is not with the brothers that's in the UPK. You're battling against the truth, meaning what? You're battling against the Most High. I want to bring this out. I.S.U.P.K. Y'all blame I.S.U.P.K. today for having me so damn pumped up right. You blame everybody give I.S.U.P.K. a hand right now, Bob Kushar. I.S.U.P.K. started something. He came in. We're gonna play this video, and we're gonna play this video. I just want to play it because it shows the mentality that we should have as brothers and sisters to fight. Most time Christ. All right, so come on, Bunky, y'all. Put on, please grab me about that water back there. But hey, listen, is there a such thing as a Frankentition? Top one. Top one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Is there a certain thing as a Frankentition?
That sounds crazy. I would say la, sir.
I come up with a new word. A Frankatician is somebody who knows how to light the Franken Murt up in the classroom like no other. You understand me?
Good night.
Good night. I want the brothers to see the full video. I.S.U.P.K is a Frankatician. This brother lights the codes like no other. You hear me? Good night. Can everybody see it? Can everybody see the video?
Cancer.
All right, so how many brothers we got in here in the classroom? We good? Okay, Most High in Christ. We're gonna play this video, and I want to show everybody this why it's so important that we maintain the spirit of warfare in this earth, man. All right, come on, Monk, yo.
The Holyfield one.
Listen to the run around, and I'm gonna be real, Cap.
What's up?
I think y'all heard us black people.
Wait. Hey, White, before you do that, White, before you do that, everybody that said wait, whoever said wake that shit up, y'all niggas was quiet when Wax shut y'all weed shit down. Now when he talking about the Bible, hey, wake that shit up, Wax.
Maybe the short gets straight.
Don't leave, Zine.
Yeah, the short. Y'all bear with us for a second, Baba Shah. You want to move it up? I see we played the short. It made the short go straight to it. Yeah, can everybody hear?
Cancer.
Oh, pause. Pause right there. Now, every brother that's in the UPK, what is this called, Akim?
Salakia, sir. We not see it nor hear it now, sir. Salakia.
No. Can you see the add it to the screen, Bucky? Yeah. All right. So can you see it now, brother Salakia?
Got one concert.
So what is this called, Baba Kusha? What do we call this in the UPK?
That's called a boot kiss, sir.
Most High in Christ. Give him a hand. Most High in Christ. It's called a boot kiss. I love it. Now, can somebody explain to me why this is? I want to do this. This is a boot kiss, but why is this a righteous thing, Baba Kusha? Let's make this. The earth will say that this is what, Akashka? The entire earth would say what about a boot kiss?
Salaki, so the earth would probably say that it is wrong for the Israelites to have the oppressor and the heathens kiss their boot.
That's all right. Absolutely. We own it now. Now, they say that we're wrong for having the oppressor kiss our boot, right? Play the video, Bunker, y'all. I mean, Salakia Tabuan.
Oh, Salakia, I can't play it.
That's what you saying. I'm not taking in consideration.
You just said that was inspiration.
It is.
No, Cap. No, it's not. Come on, man.
To y'all, but see now, just because y'all not inspired by that does not mean that doesn't work.
Stop.
Because it does.
That's
Stop
wrong,
right there.
though.
What did Captain Tazariak say to that, brother? What did he say, Akashka?
Salaki said he said that because they're not inspired by it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. But what it is, because Salakis, I listened to the whole tape today, so I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I heard that Captain Tazariak and back when they went at it. So even though others were saying that it didn't work, Captain Tazariak said that these people did it on their own; they were not forced.
And let me tell you something. And just like Captain Tazariak said, he's seen this, and guess what? He was inspired. Now you tell me what type of spirit you have to be inspired when you see something like this, Baba Kashaw.
So like I said, the spirit of justice.
Give him a hand. That's what real justice look like. You should be like, you know how we used to be geeked up off of drugs back in the day, and today, how we geeked up off opiates and heroin and crack cocaine. You know, the pusher man was always busy, right? Why? Because he had something to offer people that gave them a high, that kept them pumped up, that kept them what, Bunker, y'all? Coming back. You understand? So as priests and prophets of the Lord, if you have a warrior mentality and you understand justice, we should be geeked up about getting our boots kissed. That's right. We have to be ready and sitting in class like fiends all day. You know, it's like how you doing? Like, cause we keep coming back because we understand what justice feel like. When we teach classes, we should have the mindset of what we want as brothers and sisters to receive justice for what we've seen in our history, what we see from day to day. It's supposed to be Black History Month. And you tell me there's nothing more inspiring than to see an oppressor bowing down and kissing the feet of the slaves, the children of the slaves? I'm charged up by it every single, when I see it and we go into camp. Oh, brother, you want to see Officer Zion smile. Oh, brother, you gonna see how many teeth we got? I done 32. You gonna see it because if Wack don't want it, guess what? I want it for his grandfather. You understand? If Wack don't want it, I'll take it for his grandmother. You understand? Because I guarantee, for the things our people went through, a boot kiss that's such a light thing for what been done to us as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. Somebody give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, Baba Kashaw.
So like I said,
come on.
If I could, just real quick, real brief. What you bringing out is so heavy, and I hope this don't go over people's heads who's tuning in, because you know what I mean. It absolutely is inspiring. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in this school, man. Like, people don't understand seeing them brothers, man, be fearless. It's something about seeing a Black man, you know what I mean, be fearless in the face of the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, that does something, you know, as the scriptures say, you know, oppression maketh the wise man mad. And so when a brother like myself and Bunker y'all, Kowal and Kwama Par, y'all, when we see them type of things, it's absolutely inspiring. Meanwhile, the so-called Jewish man, they'll have some woman that was a damn dishwasher in the Nazi army in 1938, and they'll find her somewhere, you know, living in a cottage, and she's 100 years old, and they'll put her in jail. But it's a big deal for us to get a few oppressors to willingly kiss our boots. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Salakia.
And you know what the craziest? Can you still hear me, Thaba One?
Yeah.
You know what the craziest part about it is? They don't read the Bible. Right. So the Bible says, "Let us not love in word, but in what? But in deed." So how many times are we going to keep listening to the words of the oppressor without any deeds, without any what? Actions, right? Right. Who got that Kwama Park? Could you read that for me? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Turn me up just a little bit, Mike. Check. Good. Come on.
Can you hear me, sir?
Con, I can hear you, brother. The water.
Sir. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3.
Come on.
Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come. Except there come a falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed.
Right. So let's break this thing down. Because when I see this boot kiss, and for somebody who goes against this and will battle against your brother when he receives a boot kiss, oh, brother, we got some issues. But I understand, hey, brother, you just because you don't understand, brother, I know you don't understand, but that's why you have to get in class. Right. So we break these things down to you, you'll be able to understand it, right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, right? Why is this so important? Just say Salaki, and if I can't see you on the screen, I can hear you, okay? I want to see and I get the answer for it. Come on with it.
Because showing that the Most High, you love him, you got to, follow what he say and what Christ led by. So you would have to show in deed and in truth.
You own it, but let's start with the verse though. It said, "Let no man deceive you by any means."
So, like, sir.
Come on, Ayathan.
So, like, if you think about how TD Jakes and all them talk, you know what I'm saying, how the oppressor talk, how Watt was talking in this interview, you would think, oh, like, they got a point, like, because they words so smooth, you know what I'm saying? So you will fall for it if you don't have knowledge of the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So without arming yourself and being prepared for war, just because somebody say a little truth don't mean that they have the truth. You understand? Right. Y'all seen Cat Williams set the whole damn word on fire because he told a little truth as a comedian. Huh? The whole world went crazy listening to Cat Williams because he said a little truth, and he's a comedian. But if you're not careful, there are more people that had a little truth that was able to what? Deceive our people. You understand? So and just like Ayathan said, you receive injustice, somebody who do not understand and is trying to deceive you, they'll tell you that you're wrong for having your boot kissed. They'll tell you that you're wrong for listening to Command and Junior Honor. They'll tell you you're wrong for going to camp on the weekend. They'll tell you that you're wrong for not going to your grandmother's birthday party. They'll tell you that you're wrong for not giving your children Christmas gift. Right. They'll tell you that you're wrong for not giving your wife a Valentine's Day present. They'll tell you that you're wrong for not cussing your brother out or beating the hell out of your brother because he done something wrong. Right. And if you listen to him, you'll become what? Deceived.
Deceived, right.
The whole damn world is playing a game with your righteousness, man. The whole world is playing a game with the crown that you fighting for. And we don't even know this a game being played on this bunker, y'all. And because we don't know, we are being what? Deceived. That's why it's so important that brothers that's in the UPK hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. That's why we always say what? Boots on ground. Come on with it, Ayathan.
You know, we always say, you know, they do their 90 days, they hit to shed themselves of the world.
Shed themselves of the world. And once they shed themselves of the world, Commander General YAHANNA sends us out to do what? Take ground. The more ground that we take up, guess what? It'll be less people out there eating pork. Right. The more ground that we take up, it'll be less people out there celebrating Christmas. The more ground that we take up, it'll be less of our brothers and sisters standing in that abortion line. It'll be less of our brothers and sisters standing in that voting line. It'll be less of our brothers and sisters standing in that divorce line. It'll be less of our brothers and sisters standing in that single parent home line. We have to fight and not be what? Deceived.
Right.
Right. For what? For that day shall not come, right? Except thou come a falling away. What does that mean? What day are we talking about? What day do we need? What day is this talking about coming?
Salaki, sir.
Please.
When Christ comes back and he brings judgment to America.
And what else? You want it?
Like the kingdom of heaven.
Do what?
When we rule in the kingdom of heaven.
Right. He's going to establish his kingdom in the earth, man. What's going to happen in that kingdom, Akim? Why is this so important that we not be deceived so this kingdom can come? Why do we need this kingdom to come, Akim?
Swagger, sir.
Please.
so that the Lord can rule over the earth, so that we can show forth the power that we have.
Right. And what else? What else? Now, we can't pick up weapons today and do anything against the oppressor. That ain't what we calling for. But who can?
So like you said.
Please.
Christ can. Most high.
That's right. Give him a hand, y'all. See, whack 100 and brothers and sisters that are in the world, they don't understand the boot kiss. You get upset with us, you get a boot kiss. Well, we serve a power that's going to send his son back, send Christ, that's going to do all type of atrocities in the earth, man. He coming to wreck house. And what the Bible say about them that try to stop him then? He said, bring them what? Bring them here and let me what? Oh, you better move out the way now, whack 100. You might want to slide out of the way and let the true priests and prophets of the Lord go and teach the righteousness that the earth deserves, man. A brother or sister that's living in the ghetto, they deserve something different than what they've been getting over the years, man. I know generations that been raised in the ghetto, in the projects. Y'all know them? I know some generations that been raised in the projects. Y'all don't understand. Like their mother and the mother raised the son in the projects. The son go gets a wife and raise them children in the same projects, in the same conditions, with the same drinking water, the same food, the same racist goddamn cops, the same church. And you mad at us because we know what righteousness look like? And when we teach this truth, them devil fall on their knees and give us boot kisses. We don't make them do a goddamn thing. We tell them the truth, man. We make them feel the thing they're supposed to feel, and that's the guilt. That's the guilt. And the Lord kingdom won't come unless we understand that and we fall away. What is it? What does the falling away consist of, Akim? What does falling away mean? Come on.
Salakia means like we fell away from like our culture, like who we are, knowledge of ourselves, as far as like keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, what He gave to us. You know, we fell away from that.
Now that's good. That what you said was right, but in context of what this is saying in the verse, okay? Come on.
Falling away from the world.
Right. So what does that look like, Akim? When you say bring it home so that way the children can understand it.
So like I said, not following Christmas or celebrating Halloween and giving you presents on Valentine's Day.
Right. What else? Come on.
So like you said, falling away from the church. We see that falling away happening with pastors wearing purple, pastors making the kids walk it out.
Let me say this. General Hyman said, if you sat in that church and you watch take that, I mean TD Jakes. Yeah. That what the TD stand for. Take that. Yeah, take that. TD take that. Take that. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. If you think the members that were sitting in those pews in that congregation heard that brother say that, heard that man say that, and they didn't find anything alarmingly wrong with that, huh? They don't understand what has to take place. They should have been falling away the minute he said, have you ever out? That's all it would. So somebody who want to live a righteous life, Quadar, you understand? The minute he said, have you ever been? Get my bag. Get my that what they should have been, Quadar. But you know what we'll do as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians? We'll sit back and watch the show. We'll sit back and be like, man, he power bottom going in today, huh? We'll sit back and watch the show. Come on, I.S.U.P.K.
But like if we would make the excuses, you know what I'm saying, for the wrong actions. You know what I'm saying? We would have sat back there hearing TDJ say that and made excuse. That man ain't gay. Y'all just you looking into it too much. You know what I'm saying? We would have made every excuse to free him.
Right. And we're making excuses because we don't want to what? We don't want to fall away. Come on with it, Quadon.
It's a lie. You are a priest and prophet of the Lord, out of wine, because there were people making excuses for what he said.
Thank you.
They were saying, "Oh, y'all shouldn't be talking about a man of God."
Hold on, time out. Who else did they make excuses for? And what happened? What happened afterwards?
So, Slakia?
Hold on, stop. Come on, brother. What you got?
Was it Bishop Eddie Long?
Eddie Long, give him a hand. You understand? Since they didn't want to fall away, the Lord made an example out of him, and they had to get up out of there, man. That falling away has to start with what we do. What we do as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians absolutely matters. Like what you spend your time doing. Are you just sitting at home and complaining about what you don't have and what you wish your life could be? Is it just about you going on some extravagant vacation or the bank account that you wish you had when you're sitting at home watching HGTV all goddamn day about the remodeling of your home that you so long desire for? What about the remodeling that needed in these schools? Huh? Instead of the vacation that you want to take on, how about you figure out how to make it down to the Lord's Passover this year? How about that in North Carolina? Because that's what this is about. When we're talking about falling away, we have to change what we do as brothers and sisters with our lives. We've seen that Martin Luther King dream was an absolute nightmare for Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. Malcolm X only got us X'd out. Marcus Garvey had left us high and dry. Obama was Obama. What do I need to say anything else? All the leaders that they put in front of us, they don't call us to fall away out. They push us to join with this empire and the oppressor, and the Lord removes them. And then we see the wickedness in their ways. Here it is in 2024. We learning about MLK in his extravaganzas, if I may. I want to keep it PG. We have children in the classroom.
Salah.
Come on with it, brother.
Martin Luther King, he died for that because he was saying, he was talking about the black man becoming president. Yeah, he died for that because he wanted to become president back then. They killed him for that. And Malcolm X, and then they died, and Elijah Muhammad, they died for that, man. They died for that's why we got it the way we got it now.
And that's what you think?
That's the truth.
You think Martin Luther King died for us to do what, integration?
Now he died because he said a black man was gonna become president. That's what happened. Obama became president.
Have we seen a black man as president yet?
We had a black president, Obama.
Obama was not black, brother.
Yeah, he was black.
Obama was African, if I may.
But he's still black.
Obama, all sin folks ain't kin folks, according to the Bible. When we talk about the Bible is very specific about who the 12 lost tribes to the nation of Israel were. Obama did not belong in the nation. Matter of fact, that was a study that went out a couple of weeks. A sister did what you call it? Ancestry on all the presidents of the United States. And guess what? All of them are related. Did you know that? See, these are the things that us as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, we've been deceived by. We've been deceived by skin color. We've been deceived by different messages that have been pushed in the earth. We've been deceived by the so-called the oppressor, which is the so-called white man in the earth. These are the things that they constantly placed in front of us, and we go out into the slaughter, into this empire. Brother, what we teach in the UPK is the falling away. Like the truth allows you to see everything for what it is. And the more and more you come to class, the more and more you will learn how wrong Martin Luther King's dream was, how wrong Malcolm X was, how wrong Obama was. Come on with it, Quadar.
Obama separated himself from his wife.
Hmm.
He said those are Michelle's.
Give him the microphone. What did Obama say about it, even with his wife? What did he tell her?
Obama said that he was separate from Michelle, that the blacks and us was her people, not his people.
He was very adamant about what he said. That's why it's so important that the falling away must come. You understand? Come on, Quadon.
Salaki, sir, I got a precept for the brother.
Hold on, Salaki. I want to make sure the brother, I want to come on, read your precept.
If I may, he said the reason why Martin Luther King was unalived.
We
really find out.
All right, so let's tell the brother the truth about why Martin Luther King was unalived. This is Black history, right? So let's do a little Black history, brother. You don't mind? So we're gonna go in on a little Black history. We're gonna take our time with it and try to break this thing down so we can get the truth of the earth and what happened to MLK, Orgy Mike. Salakia, come on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give it thee a sign or a wonder. In verse 2, it says, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods.
Let us do what?
Go after other gods.
Now, this is the thing that Martin Luther King was pushing in the earth. You may not believe it, but us trying to join with the oppressor instead of what? Falling away, we begin to accept a lot of the ways of the oppressor. And in joining with the oppressor, we begin to serve and idolize things that he idolizes. You understand? And we begin to what? Join ourselves to gods that are no gods. You understand? Things that were very in vain, according to what God says. Read on.
Which thou hast not known.
That we do what?
Which thou hast not known.
We begin to join ourselves to things that, guess what? Had nothing to do with us as the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. As Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, we serve one God. You understand? That's our power. And joining with the oppressor, it confuses us. It makes us think that we can become a part of something that we never was a part of. Read on.
And let us serve them.
And let us do what?
Serve them.
In this empire, guess what? We've been serving under the oppressor for more than 400 years. And Martin Luther King said it was okay that we should all do what? Little black boys and little black girls should join hands and march down and eat McDonald's together. Read on.
Verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet.
We should do what?
Not hearken unto the words of that prophet.
We should not listen to those people or that man who said that. Read on.
Or that dreamer of dreams.
A dreamer of what?
Dreams.
Come on.
For the Most High your power, so like the Lord your God, proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
And it's not based on a daggone dream. The Lord gave us specific guidelines on how we should live to prove ourselves. What does a dream do for you? Nothing. Won't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Y'all ever heard that? Give me that I have dream. What is that? That's
if I could, the last point, what I'm talking about.
Please, come on.
5. It says, and that prophet or that dreamer of dreams.
Hold on, and that prophet and that dreamer of dream. Martin Luther King was a dreamer.
Right.
But his dream, what they don't tell you is, we found out in 2023 and 24 that his dream was to date some Becky. You understand? His dream was to be in bed with another race of people and to be accepted by them. And Ayathan, give me I fear had just marched them into a burning building. Come on, Ayathan. I mean Quadon.
Come. And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
What was Martin Luther King?
Shall be put to death.
He was put together. He was put to death, man. He was unalive because of that dream. And the Lord did it. Is that in there, right?
Come.
Please read.
Come. Because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God.
Hold on. He didn't say fall away, did he? He was what? He was deceiving the people.
Right.
He was saying join with the evil empire.
Right.
Stand up and vote. Fight for your rights. Let's cross Spelman Bridge. Let these little children and these women get dogs sick on them. What part of the dream was it for our people to get hit with water cannons? You know how many people lost their lives following the idiot MLK? He was absolutely stupid. A damn idiot. Just like T.D. Jakes. Just like Creflo Dollar. Just like all the other leaders that say they're for the empowerment of Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, but they only looked out for themselves, man. That's what you'll learn about Black History Month in the U.P.K. We're gonna do the research, and we're gonna prove to you that those dreamers of dream only had a dream that only focused on themselves, man. They wouldn't focus on the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, the people that are in the ghettos, in the burials, the people that are suffering. Because if they really were, then they would have been changing lives, man. And the I.S.U.P.K. Commander General YAHANNA changes lives using this book, man. Martin Luther King was what?
Put to death.
He was put to death, man. The Lord made sure it happened. That's right. Because the things that Martin Luther King was saying was going against what he wanted for us. The Lord don't want us joining with somebody who see us as less than. Like joining with this empire, we let me say this. As every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we all know this. When people say, man, they don't want us around, who is the they that we're always talking about, Bunk, y'all? Who is the they? You ever been at your slavery at your job and they say, man, you know, who is this? Akashka, when we do this right here, who are we talking this about? Who are we talking about when we do this right here?
Salaki said the oppressor.
Okay. All right. So, brother, where are you currently located at, brother?
In the Bahamas.
All right, so he's in the Bahamas. Let me see. Let me see if it's different in Durham. Thought one, when we do this set out slavery, who are we talking about when we do this right here? You know they.
So, like I said, you asked me when we do that signal, what are we referring to?
Yes, Con.
We're referring to the oppressor.
All right, so you're located where, brother?
I'm in Durham, North Carolina at the moment, sir.
Okay, he's in Durham. So the Bahamas and Durham seem to be on the same page. Let me see who else we got on here. Who else on there? We got Charlotte in the building. Who is? Hey, Charlotte. When we do this right here, brother, who are we talking about when we say they? You know, they be tripping. They be tripping. Who we talking about?
The oppressor.
The oppressor. And if I may, brother, where are you currently located at?
In Charlotte.
So we got the Bahamas, we got Durham, we got Charlotte. Who else we got in here? Fayetteville. When we do this live right here, we talking about they. Who we talking about, brothers? Who we talking about? Somebody. Who we talking about, Konan? What does it mean when I say this right here? You know they always tripping. Say it in the microphone.
So like I said, the oppressor.
So we got the Bahamas, we got Durham, we have Charlotte, we have Fayetteville. Jinkies, I think we got it. I think we know who the real beast of the earth is, man. So when we talk about joining them, we always say the them and the they. We know what that means when we say it. So what should we be doing then? us as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians, we should be what? Falling away. Martin Luther King's dream was a nightmare for Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. You understand? Ayathan, you got what Martin Luther King said out of his own mouth. And and Salakia, brother, I'm only going into this because it's Black History Month, and it's just I'm hoping you're learning, and I'm not trying to beat you up, but I think we're not the Christian church. So the only thing we come in this school to do is to learn, so we can be getting stronger and we become closer together, and we understand the errors of our ways. That's the only thing I'm trying to get you to do. If you're still in the class, brother, I hope Salakia, if you're thinking I'm beating up on you, I'm not. But I have to show that we made some great errors in trying to follow the dream of Martin Luther King and trying to join this empire, because it's not what the Most High wanted. All right. So, but let's get the words out of Martin Luther King's own mouth. Come on, Ayathan.
Come on. This from the New York Amsterdam News, quote by Martin Luther King. It says, I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply.
He said, what? I'll come upon something that disturbs me deeply. All right, come on.
We have fought hard and long for integration.
That's what he said. We have fought long and hard for integration. That's what he said.
Believe we should have.
And I believe that we should have. Come on.
And I know we will win.
And I know that we will win. Come on.
But I have come to believe. That we are integrating into a burning house.
That we are what?
Integrating into a burning house.
Oh my goodness. DJ.
So like it's more.
DJ. Say that part again.
Come.
Will it up. And how you say it in the Bahamas? Will it up. Play it again, brother.
Come. But I have come to believe.
I have what?
Come to believe.
I have come to believe. Come on.
That we are integrating into a burning house.
That's what MLK said out of his own mouth.
So like it, sir, there's more.
Come on.
Come. Says, I am afraid that America has lost her moral vision.
Hold on, wait a minute. Martin Luther King said that?
Come.
Will DJ.
I am afraid that America has lost the moral vision she may have had. And I am afraid that even as we integrate, we are walking into a place that does not understand that this nation needs to be deeply concerned with the plight of the poor and disenfranchised. Until we commit ourselves to ensuring that the underclass is given justice and opportunity, we will continue to perpetuate the anger and violence that tears the soul of this nation. I fear I am integrating my people into a burning house.
Yeah. Soon as he made that statement, the oppressor was like, Oh, you done stop reading from the teleprompter, huh? Thought one did the brother hear? Did he hear what MLK just said?
Con, I don't want con. He heard it.
Most High in Christ. Give the brother a hand for staying in class tonight, man. This is if you're in the I.S.U.P.K, this is the home of the truth. I serve Commanding General YAHANNA, and he has shown us the real records in the earth and how we should be conducting ourselves as Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. We spent a number of years trying to pursue the dream that was never meant for us, man. And we go into the history and we read these things and we see that, guess what? Even Martin Luther King himself realized that he was wrong. And the moral character of this empire has all been a farce, man. It's all been a damn lie.
So like,
come on with it, Kwamapar.
If I may, earlier today, it's funny you bring Martin Luther King up because I was watching an episode of the Boondocks. So if you ever seen the Boondocks, there was an episode where Martin Luther King came back to life. And basically in the episode, he realized that his vision had failed. You know, he seen the integration. He seen how people became destroyed in America when he came back to life. So that's a prime example of that. You know, even in the Boondocks, the TV show, it showed that how he realized his dream was not for our people.
Come on with it, Ayathan.
It's a little bit more on this.
It's a little bit more. So
Okay.
MLK had more to say.
Go,
So
go.
this is Black History Month.
That's right.
And you know, we're gonna go into it just a little bit more. Come on, Ayathan.
Okay. So it says Belafonte said he asked King, what should we do? This is them asking about the integrating into a burning house.
So he asked King,
what should we do?
What we're gonna do about it?
Right.
All right, come
and
on.
Martin Luther King's response was, become the fireman. Let's not stand by and let the house burn. That's what his response was.
That sound like a good what?
That's a good slave.
Like, if I could, sir. Shalaki, sir.
Come on with it, Top One.
Officer Thon said is perfect. I was gonna say the same thing. Is literally, the slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? If you a slave and the big house catch on fire, a brother, like the scriptures say again, oppression maketh the wise man mad. You're gonna be like, Most High in Christ. Like, you know what I mean? Right. But a slave is gonna be like, yo, get some water, help. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be trying to put the fire out. You know what I mean? Salaki.
And even Harriet Tubman herself. What was Harriet Tubman famous quote about her freeing the slave? We got a quote for that. But this is Black. We can talk about Black history tonight again. Right. Come on, Ayathan.
You want the rest of it?
Is there more?
Cool.
Damn. Come on, brother.
5 decades later, in the burning house, America is still engulfed in flames.
Hold on, stop. Let's do this though. I think like I want to make sure that guess what? I didn't write these words. I literally just called for an article that is written by somebody else who understand that Martin Luther King dream has been a nightmare for Black, Hispanics, Native Indians. All the atrocities that we face, we're still having to deal with things like Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, Alton Sterling, Trayvon Martin. You know what, Trayvon Martin? This is something that I'll forever hold close to me. And when them devils also when he said, George Zimmerman said they always get away with it. Who is he talking about? And what the hell have we been getting away with? Black Hispanic, we don't get away with nothing. You laid on your child support, that devil will come find you, take your license, and take you to jail. You're not getting away. But here you go, you got a whole island that is dedicated to and then you have a list of names of people that have took tours to this island, right? It's no secret. And you think Martin Luther King's dream worked? The evil that he had to deal with when the brothers and sisters were getting hit with water cannons and hoses and dogs and evil cops, that system is still here today, man. It's still here today. So if we're going to stand for something, stand for the Lord. Right. Stand up on this. Don't stand up on a goddamn dream. Because a dream, I can just pop your goddamn bubble with a little pin in it. Your little imagination goes away. And then you have to deal with reality. Right. And for those that don't want to deal with reality, guess what we do? We try to get high. That's right. Stimulate your mind, Craig. You ain't got no job, Craig. You can get high, Craig. You can't escape this reality, man. You can't get in the dream and hide. Nightmare on Elm Street, my ass. Nightmare in Fayetteville right now. It's nightmare in Durham right now. It's nightmare in Charlotte right now. And in the Bahamas, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad. Because he's still there. This one here. Who is this? Who we're talking about, Kodam? He everywhere. The oppressor. He's made his mark on the entire earth. He is the one that is running the earth. He's the one that is making the decisions.
It's like the other one.
Please.
I got that quote by Harriet Tubman.
Come on, read it for me, brother. You should come on with it, brother. I ain't mean to hold you up.
I'm trying to it. I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000.
Hold on. You slow. You read it too fast. This is Black history, so you got to read it. You got to read it like it's history. You understand?
Okay.
Read it a little slower, for.
I freed 1,000 slaves.
I freed this Harriet Tubman, correct?
Okay.
She said she freed 1,000 slaves. Come on.
I could have freed 1,000 more.
She could have freed 1,000 more. Come on.
If only they knew they were slaves.
If only they knew. If only they knew. That's why it's so important that we come to class, so we can wake up, so we can break these mental chains off of our minds, off of our spirit, and live in righteousness and come out of wickedness and be brothers and sisters like thus says the Lord we should be. What are you afraid of? What are we afraid of? The hell you gonna lose? You don't want to get down with the U.P.K? Why not? You don't want to get your boots kissed? I'll take it. Move out of my goddamn way. Move. I run over there. Ranking order, and then what we call it, top one.
Count on one concept.
So that way we can inspire another brother or sister to be like, you know what, I want that. That's what I want. That's what we deserve. Show me that you're really sorry for what your oppressor's done. Don't stop all this goddamn lip service. Give me Proverbs 3:11, Baba Kusha. Salaki, I thought you was going read. You said there was more. Come on, brother. Salaki. Mm-hmm. And we are reading something that MLK said, right?
Come on.
He said, "What should we do, MLK? What should we do, Michael? So what should we do? Let's see what MLK say."
So after he said, let us not stand by and let the house burn.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so it says 5 decades later, and the house America is still engulfed in flames.
It's still engulfed in flames.
And millions of its unwitting victims are in dire need of first aid treatment.
Who's in dire need of first aid treatment? Every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community that you can think of needs to be patched up. Right. And I ain't talking gentrification either. I'm talking about a father in a home somewhere. That's how you patch up a community. You understand? A strong, righteous brother in a household. Man, stand for some or fall for anything. There's a time for peace. And there's a time for war. Let me get Proverbs 3:11, Bob Kershaw. So, like, I think Officer Howard, is he in? He made it in yet?
So, I'm mute. Yeah. It's like Kwame Parr has it, sir.
Say again?
Kwame Parr has it, sir.
Oh, come on, Kwame Parr. Salaki, brother.
Kanwakan, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord. Neither be weary of his correction.
Right. What is this? What is this saying?
Sluggy, sir.
Come on.
Baba Kashai, if he could read it again.
Read it again.
Kanwakan, sir. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Neither be weary of his correction.
Right. What is being said right here?
Sluggy, sir. If I may.
Come on.
That whatever the Lord, shows fit that you should handle. Take it like a man.
Right. Take it.
Like that one.
Come on.
It's more so saying, don't be scared of correction of the Lord.
Don't be scared of correction, man. I know we've seen all the things that are happening in the earth, MLK and all the other things. Guess what? Our condition in the earth is for us to wake up. It's easy to look at a shiny quarter and pick it up off the ground. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy to pick a shiny quarter up, man. You see it shining, you'll stop. Let me get that. Stop. There's a quarter right there. Let me pick it up. But what do you do to that quarter that's not so shiny? It's still a quarter, right? Does it lose its value because it's not so shiny? Yeah. Guess what? Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we still have our value. We done been down. We know what the worst of the worst look like. You come into the truth, you get cleaned up. You get a chance to what? To be born again, to start over. Why? Because the Most High love you. Don't be weary of correction. Don't get tired when the brother tell you Salakia, when you get checked, when the brother tell you that you're wrong. That's brotherhood. Does it feel good all the time? Are you allowed to have feelings? You can have feelings. Feelings decide whether something is working or it's not, right? Right. Feelings can change as well. That's why correction is important. So today you may feel some way, but once you get corrected by coming into this school, then tomorrow you'll feel better. You may feel different. With what? With the truth. Give me Galatians 4:16, Baruch Shaw. The whole class we talking about what there has to be a what first? A falling away.
Like that one.
Come on.
I got it.
Please, come on, read it, brother.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16.
Come on.
Am I therefore become your enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you the truth.
Uh-oh. That's what we start out the class with. Whack 100 going at Captain Cesario. Somebody break this thing for me. Have I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth. What does this mean?
It's like that one if I may.
Uh-huh.
It's like how at camp, everybody walks past and says, get a job, and these different, things they say to us, but it's because they lack of understanding. They see us as the enemy when we're just, trying to awaken our people.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, you say, what are we doing that causes them to look at us like that, though?
Like we're not being like everybody else. We're not in the Christian church. We're not being sinners as they are.
Okay, you're right, but I'm trying to put like I want to be very descriptive when you say what are we saying. I want to be very descriptive. Okay,
Salakia, sir.
Please.
We're reading Salakia. We're reading the Lord's words out of the book, and they're not.
That's true, but what is it about the Lord's words that will cause them to look at us as enemies?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
It's cutting them to their soul.
Yeah, you listen. Everything, now, like what you're saying is on point. I don't want to. Your zeal is on point, but I'm looking for something very specific, if I may. I'm looking for that one key note or that one key phrase that will cause somebody to look at you like that. Like what is
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
When we say the white man are a devil,
give him a hand. Listen, you can say anything else. You can say you can talk about you want to become a dog. Everybody else is doing whatever they want to do. But the minute you say that the oppressor is the devil and he got to pay for what he done, hold a minute. Oh no. God loves everybody. The minute you talk about that and who the oppressor is and that deceiver is, who that devil is, oh, don't nobody want to hear that, brother. You'll become a what? An enemy. See, you don't think about why did they kill our king? Why did they unalive Christ? Because he told the truth. He told the truth against the evil empire. And guess who he was talking to, Quadon? Who was Christ talking to? Who was he speaking against? The oppressor who is who at the time?
Like I said, the Romans.
The Romans. Can a zebra change his stripes? Can a leopard lose his dots? Can a yeah. It's the same thing that Yahushua was fighting against, and he became an enemy to them, right? It's the same thing that we fighting today that will cause them to look at us as what? Being an enemy. But we're only telling the what? We're only telling the truth. When we talk about Martin Luther King, bringing the truth out about Martin Luther King, we're only saying what? We're only saying the truth. When we talk about the atrocities that we face as Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we're only talking about the truth. When I get to talking about that uncle that everybody know that was doing all type of evil things to the young ladies, or that young auntie that doing all type of nasty thing to the young boys, we're only talking about the truth. When we talk about the LBGTIUIC, we're only talking about the what? The truth. Raise your hand if you ever had your TikTok. What they call it? If you had your tic tac, what you call it? What you call it? Yeah, raise your hand if you had your tic tac live provoke. Raise your hand. Who all raised their hand? You had your tic tac. You had your tic tac provoke. Who has had a tic tac revolt? I may have saying that right. Tic tac, ain't it?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. My bad, bro. How many times you gonna let me keep saying it, brother? You know, ain't gonna say nothing, Bunky, y'all. I done said it 15 times. They laughing at me. And see how them cool brothers. I ain't in the crowd no more. Where my glasses at? I better put these things on. Huh? Who all had a TikTok revoked? So what were you doing on your TikTok, Quadon?
Salaki, sir, telling the truth.
And because you were telling the truth, you became a what?
An enemy.
Who else done had that TikTok revolt? Can't see. Just say Salakia. Anybody else? If it ain't nobody else, that means we should be on flooding TikTok right now then. We should be on flooding that TikTok. Everybody should be revoked somewhere in it. It take courage, Akim. It take a lot of courage to stand up and fight for this truth, man. But there's nothing else that even worth it, that even remotely comes close to doing the work of the Lord. There's nothing else. I don't care how much money you make, what type of glorious slave that you have, what type of thing the Most High has afforded you to do. There's nothing more important than doing this work. Make the sacrifice to be in class. Make the sacrifice to be in camp. Because once you see a brother getting a boot kiss, you'll know the Lord is with you. Because what else on earth had this ever happened to you?
So,
come on with it, brother.
Salakis, I had another precept, but I can hold off if you want me to.
No, bro, no. If you could, please come on with it. What you
I
got?
want to be rude and cut you off in the middle of your thought, but
No, brother. It's you too far. Hey, listen. You can be anywhere on earth.
God.
but you right here in class.
Come with Khan.
Come on with it, Kwame Par.
as far as like Martin Luther King and you know the leaders, I want to go to let me get Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 16.
All right, so hold tight. Let's make sure everybody get there. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 16.
Khan, sir.
Hold tight. Let everybody get there, Kwame Paul.
Khan.
Everybody got it? All right, come on, Kwame Paul. Go ahead and read it, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 16.
Okay.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
So go ahead and break this down, Kwame Paul. Go line by line, okay?
Khan. Like for the leaders of this people would be like which caused them to err. Like err is a root word that like that's a part of the word error. I don't know.
All right, hold on, stop. Let's start first. Let's do this right. I want to do this right.
So like,
what do leaders do?
Well, leaders are supposed to like be in charge, lead the people, lead the flock. Like pastors are supposed to lead the flock or the sheep, or whatever they call them.
And they have the responsibility not only leading. What else? What else do they have the responsibility of doing?
Like helping, like change the lives of the people.
Change the lives of the people. What else?
And telling the truth to our people. Telling the truth.
Telling the truth, right? And telling the truth, guess what? Not everybody's gonna like the truth,
God.
Leaders lead. Leaders set the moral compass of what we should and should not do. That's why Moses is still talked about to this day. That's why Christ is still talking about to this day. Because they set the moral compass about what we should and should not be doing. That's what leaders do. But this particular leaders, right? They said for these leaders, what do these leaders cause our people to do, Kwame Paul?
For example, like you was talking about TD Jakes earlier. Like TD Jakes, for example.
Right. They cause our people to do what? They cause our people to what?
Like to sin and disobey the Most High.
They cause our people to do what?
To make mistakes.
To error, right?
Yeah.
Now one of the people who cause our people to error that you about to speak about is who? TD Jakes.
TD Jakes. Yep.
Now you see how I put that together for you?
God.
That's how you want to break that thing down.
God.
You want to make it so obvious and plain that you don't leave no wiggle room for snakes. Because somebody in the classroom is gonna be looking, man, not everybody. I don't listen to TD Jakes. Somebody gonna be trying to look for a little hole they can slither into. So first you gotta clearly define, like leaders lead. They define the moral compass. And this particular leaders that are running the earth today are not leading. And because they are not leading, they are causing our people to what? To error. I mean, to do something wrong. Right? And one of the leaders you was about to speak about was who?
TD Jakes.
All right, so let's speak about TD Jakes.
God.
What has TD Jakes done as a quote unquote so-called leader that has called Black, Hispanics, Native Indians to what? Error.
Like, for example, like he exploits our people like a lot of mega pastors do. And another thing that he does also is it seems like he's leading our people to go down the alternative lifestyle route as well, as far as, his spirit lately. And what I've been seeing as far as that. So those are like two prime examples I can think of right now.
Who do we just get to get through finish reading about?
Martin Luther King. I was going to get to him as well.
Right. And he even realized that he has marched his people into a what?
Burning house.
He realized that he had just made a what?
Error.
Most High in Christ, give him a hand. You can't wiggle there, can you? Huh? We talk about the Christian church over years. There's a Christian church on every corner you can think about. You've been going to that church for years. As Black, we go in there and do the dance. I don't know what's wrong with this child. What the hell? They so-called speaking in tongues, falling all over each other. As soon as they walk outside, you can hear gunshots. As soon as they walk outside, you can smell the aroma.
So like it, sir.
Come on.
What I can't even say it baffles me, but it's just it's strange how these Christian churches are in the most rundown, poverty-stricken communities, yet our community still looks the same. It still produces the same strange fruit of us killing each other, robbing each other for the less, for stepping on each other's shoe. You got a funeral tomorrow.
I'm gonna use Bon Kial's words. It's called a strong delusion.
Kind of.
See, and the Lord has allowed us to be the God that we serve is so merciful, man. He allowed us to be in a position to be able to see that. You understand? It's when you ever heard this soul saying like when you in it, you can't necessarily see it. You know what I'm saying? When you in it, it's like you don't necessarily know that it's really going on. But when you begin to stop smoking weed, you stop selling drugs, you stop celebrating Christmas, you stop celebrating Valentine's Day, you stop going into that church, you stop going to the Islam, you stop beating your head on the carpet, you stop trying to pursue Mecca and Mohammed. That's when you begin to wake up and you begin to see. And
like,
come on with it.
Is that somewhat like that veil that Moses spoke about?
Say again?
Is that something about like that veil that was like over the eyes of like our people? Kind of similar to it?
I would say it's just high time that we wake up.
Count.
The truth is we was amazed by Cat Williams. I heard Commander General Hunter speak 5 words. I was like, oh my God. Who is this? The hell with Cat Williams. Go to, let me turn on the Cross the Line radio. Let me turn, what's the old show, Kawal? What is it, the Black Watch? What was it before the Black Watch? Yeah, the Grill. Yeah, the hell with, turn on the Grill. My rib used to be mad as hell. I.S.U.P.K. Every morning I woke up, man. She like, damn, go to sleep. I can't. You hear what his brother said? Right. And you mess around and go to camp and you see a brother get his boot kissed. You like, now, I woke up to understanding that we was hated. I woke up to understanding that nobody wanted us around. I woke up to understanding that we were the 12 tribes of the lost nation of Israel. I woke up to understand that we are the greatest nation of people that have walked the face of the earth. I woke up to understand who is the oppressor that's on the earth. Man, I was hooked, Quadar. I was hooked.
So I got one.
Come on with it, brother.
It's like Christ when he said, the truth shall make you free.
Yeah. The Lord showed his mercy, God. And I'm telling you that every day we have to fight to be better too. Like that old man, the hell with, don't measure yourself against him. You ain't measuring yourself against nothing right there. You can't measure yourself against an old addict. You know what I'm saying? You can't measure yourself over a strip club goer. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing to measure yourself against. Measure yourself against what you are today and what you could be tomorrow. You understand? Like go there. See what you are today and say, you know what? How many more precepts can I put in my book tomorrow? That's something to measure yourself about. How can I be a better husband to my rib? That's something to measure yourself for. How can I be a better wife? That's something to measure. That loudmouth woman who you used to be, oh man, don't forget it. Don't do that. She celebrated Christmas. She celebrated Thanksgiving. She cooked chitterlings. You understand? She cheated on everybody she was ever with. Don't measure yourself. Don't say, oh, that ain't what I used to be. That ain't nothing. What are you today? If you're in these classes today, what can you be tomorrow? Right? Because that's what we fighting for. We fight for real change. When you see that boot kiss, Captain Tazariak understand the importance of real change. And if every brother can be inspired by seeing that devil go down, it need to be on every news channel. And if it means brothers coming up against Captain Tazariak, every brother better be in them damn comments tonight, fighting for that brother tonight. I'm gonna go check. I want to see how many of us leaves a comment about what the righteousness that Captain Tazariak is fighting for against YAHANNA 123. And his name 123? YAHANNA 1000? YAHANNA. We just thought I'll just take YAHANNA. I want to see comments on that video tonight and fighting for your brother. Because the whole earth think that we are wrong for teaching the what, Quadon?
The truth, sir.
The truth, man. The truth. Every brother and sister that I've seen that come in here, man, y'all give yourselves a hand, man. Give yourselves a hand. It'd be like Jesse Jackson. Go and look in the mirror and say, I am somebody. And then what Jesse said, messy Jesse. Boy, I tell you, well, it's enough to shake your head at. What you was holding, Quadon? What was that? Gold anything? Man, Go to Isaiah 42 and 16, Walker Shaw. Everybody to what?
Come on, that's the book of Isaiah.
Hold tight. There you go. There you go. That again. Let one of the troopers read it, Quadon, Walker Shaw.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 16. And I will bring the blind by a way that they do not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them.
Who is the Lord talking about?
So I got one.
Come on.
About black suspension native Indians.
Right. So what is he saying?
Slightly, sir.
Come on.
That he'll bring the law, statutes, and commandments into remembrance, so that the things that we didn't understand that he taught us, that we'll begin to understand it.
Right. Which is what?
Slightly, sir.
Which is what?
How to follow the law. Well, how to follow him. Slightly.
Right. The truth. This is something that Martin Luther King did not do.
Right.
Martin Luther King couldn't do this. Jesse Jackson, Messy Jackson, what his name? Messy Jesse. Messy Jesse couldn't do this. Malcolm X could not do this. Creflo Dollar, he couldn't do this. Power Bottom could not do this. Take that, could not do this. Take that, Jakes, that's his name. He couldn't do this. Read it again for me. I want Quadon to read it for me, and I want to break this thing down, Bob Kershaw.
Come on, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 16. And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not.
Right, he'll blame the blind. So what do you know about being blind, if I may?
So like I said, you can't see.
Right. You don't understand what? The things that are going on around you.
Right.
You may hear things, Bunker, y'all. You may feel things, but because you can't see, you can't what? You can't really point out the things that are really going on. That's Black, Hispanics, Native Indians.
Right.
Like, how many of our grandparents watch the news? Raise your hand if your grandparents watch the news. Come on.
So, like, if I may, you know, working with those that are visually impaired, you know, they become very familiar with their surroundings. So they have different styles of interpreting, like tactile interpreting and haptics. You know, these are the things that they use in order to navigate the surroundings that they're familiar with. The Most High is saying He's going to take them out of them familiar surroundings. I'm going to put you in a space that you know nothing about.
What?
Which is us.
Right.
In the I.S.U.P.K.
Right, because everything else around you, you've been blind to that.
That's right.
Read on, Quadon.
Come. I will lead them in paths that they have not known.
Right. Why haven't we known them? Because the leaders that were supposed to be leading us has caused us to what, Kwamapar?
Like it, sir.
Come on.
Salaki, sir. They caused us to err.
Right. So them leaders that we supposed to know, the things that we supposed to understand, that the Christian church is that they quote unquote care about the black community so much, they failed us. There is no brotherhood in the Christian church. There is no sisterhood in the Christian church. They're not protecting the children in the Christian church. They're not even fighting against this empire at all. They don't even understand. They don't even have a clue about it. They don't understand what the path at all, man. Everything is about a song and a dance and a tambourine. How long are we going to keep singing "We Shall Overcome"? How long are we going to keep singing "Lift Every Voice and Sing"? King David said, "Let me forget the cunning of my hands and let my tongue what?
Salakia, let me not.
Let me not, Salakia. And let the tongue do what?
Salakia, sir, cleave to the top of my mouth."
Come on, man. Because the path that we've been traveling, Bunk, y'all, it's not the right path. We've been trying to get rich by selling narcotics, illegal substances on the street. It hasn't worked. How many sisters that lost so much of their youth going into them adult entertainment spaces, doing all type of lasciviousness for dollars? That the value of the dollar is constantly dropping out everywhere. I remember when I was growing up, gas. I ain't gonna say that out loud. I may put a time stamp myself. You know what I'm saying? I remember. I'm gonna do this. Kodar, how much was a gallon of gas? Right. It was what, 80 cents? 80 cents a gallon. Yeah. But sisters will go in there and spend all that time in there just sweating up the place for something that doesn't even have a value. Money is paper. Lord sees money as a defense, and that's it, and that's all. Come on, Hawan.
So like I was just commenting on the 80 cents. That's long gone right now. You got that.
Look at him cutting up. Akim. The path that we've been choosing have not worked. We in the truth, we able to see our families and say, damn, you may have some really nice people in your family. I mean, you may really have some really nice people in your family.
Slug it, sir.
Come on.
I had a precept, but I can't necessarily pull it. I think my camera's gonna cut off if I pull it. I'm streaming on my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna come to you. Okay.
Come on,
just hold it if you could, Bob. I want to point. Like I was saying, like we have family members that are absolutely like you be like, man, I had a cool uncle, man. He's a really nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Look out for me. Man, my pops, man, he a cool cat, man. But the path that they chose does not lead to the what? It don't lead to the truth. They don't lead to the truth. They're not making the sacrifices that y'all are making. And if they are, then they would be in here. I gotta be real with you. Everybody can't. The Lord don't want everybody to come in here. That go the truth. The Lord don't want He want those that are really zealous about doing His work. You can't be lukewarm in here. You can't run with the rabbit and play with the fox at the same time. You can't straddle the fence. If you in, you in. If you out, you out. You got to choose this path, because the other path that our leaders have showed us, they do not work. Come on, Quadon.
Come. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them.
Right. He will not what?
Forsake them.
No. What's important about things that are dark and the light? What is important about that?
So, like you said, going back to the beginning of the scripture where it says that you're blind. So if you're blind, you can't see. You don't have no light that show forth, your vision. So, like it says, making darkness light. You understand? Now we can see the truth.
Right.
See that the oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
And we talk about light in the scriptures. It's talking about what?
Oh, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
There you go. Give him a hand. Most High in Christ. See, without the knowledge of the scriptures and understanding of the applied principles of the things in the Bible, we walking in darkness, man. How many of you knew the thing that your very first day in class, you learned something that was right in front of you your entire life, but you didn't know it? Your very first day in class. Come on, Ayathan.
So like where the whole world tell you to honor your mother and father. You know what I'm saying? Right there in front of you the entire time. We read the scripture.
Right.
Because you go to church, that's one thing they tell you. But you don't never open it and read it for yourself to know that it say your father first.
Hello. How many things did you dedicate your life to out of darkness? Out of you not understanding who the Lord is, who the Most High is? How much time have you dedicated to things that didn't matter in darkness? How many things that you dedicate that you thought you had some understanding about, only to later find out you ain't know a damn thing about it? That's why it's imperative that we sit at the feet of the prophets so we can learn and we have the light, true understanding, true guidance, true leadership. Come on with it, brother. Come on.
Was
that the end of the verse?
Verse 16, sir.
Okay, come on.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 17. They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed. They that trust in graven images, that say to the molten images, ye are our gods, with a little g.
Come on. So break that thing down.
So like it says, so now that we got this knowledge, truth, and understanding, we getting turned back into the Most High.
Right.
So we're going to righteously follow Him. You know what I'm saying? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
And the things that we thought were gods, they become what? We learn that they're not. The things that we thought were idols, we learn that they're what? They're not. The things that we was comfortable with doing in the earth, we learned that we should have never been comfortable with them. You understand? The places that we was comfortable with going, we learned that we never should have been there. You understand? The things that we used to celebrate, we learned what? We should have never celebrated. And you only learn those things by learning what?
The truth.
The truth. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over and preach the prophet of the Lord, Officer Bunky, y'all.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, the Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest funds a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the Feast of Purim, the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. Thursday, February 22nd, and Friday, February 23rd of this year. According to the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. We also have the Lord's annual 55th Passover coming up, April the 20th. It'll be held here in North Carolina. Pay your Passover fund. It's $200 per adult, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I-M-A-J, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, I-M-A-J, Barak, YAHANNA, you got them with tie hands down. Sar, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, I-M-A-J. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, I-M-A-J, Barak, Yahweh Shalom. Got him a tie, class dismissed.